Hey guys, John Bergsman here live from the Outdoorsmen Pro Shop, downtown Jenison, Michigan. We've got 6 really great reports today. We're going to start and talk about, and you know what, for the next few weeks, guys, we might be a bit redundant because there's only a handful of really good fishing ports that you can access as we transition to ice fishing. So stay with us. We're going to give a final fall brawl report out of Huron. Guys are still catching fish down there, and with moderating temperatures, again, I think guys selectively are going to be able to fish this all the way to Christmas. Same is true for Monroe. We're going to talk about Monroe next. Same situation. I think you're going to be able to get in out of Sterling State Park, get in and out of there on selected days where the sun's up and we're above freezing, probably until Christmas. Slide into Lake St. Clair. We're going to talk about panfishing marinas. The walleye bite we talked about last week, it hasn't changed. We got Nikki Garantakis gave us a great pan fishing with tungstens and ice fishing equipment there in the marinas around the docks. Then we're going to slide up to Send It Charters in Saginaw Bay. Jason Graham's been out on Saginaw Bay. The fishing there has been lights out. Really, really good late here in the season. Run across the bridge to Drummond Island. Captain John Goebel, I promised you a muskie report. As you see the pictures go across during that report, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. We're in that last 2 weeks of the season up there in Drummond Island, and the big muskies are going nuts. We're going to end the day with Captain Nick Dode and Brian Beist out on Muskegon Lake. Those two guys are beating them up really, really good. Some gigantic fish being caught on Muskegon Lake in good numbers as well. 6 great reports here from Fisherman's Digest at the Outdoorsman Pro Shop in Jenison, Michigan. So guys, Huron Ohio, last fall brawl report, it's all done. Congratulations to Jake Runyon for winning it. He was entered in both the brawl and the slam, so he and his boat, I think, are gonna take home somewhere around $275,000 in prize money. Just a crazy prize. Not a 13-pounder this year. We had a lot of wind, and I think a lot of wind kept people from really moving around and really getting on the right fish. And so a 12.77 wins it. And that's great because that's a motivation to everybody to keep on fishing next year. Because, you know, 12.77 is a big fish, but it's not gigantic by any means. That's a low number for a winning fish with that many people on the water. But again, wind and weather plays a factor. So Kelly Schmidt from Irregardless Sport Fishing's been giving us reports. This is his last one for the year. He's putting the boat in warm storage, and I think he's probably going to just sit and paint baits. So Irregardless Sport Fishing, Kelly also paints baits. So his report is fish are everywhere, literally from the Bass Islands. Oh no, actually from Monroe and Sterling State Park all the way through to the other side of Cleveland. Heavy fish all along the shorelines. If you're looking for a depth and you're going to go down there, I wouldn't run too far out. I think 30 to 40 is the number where most of the guys were catching most of the fish at when it came to big numbers of really good eater-sized fish, 3 to 7 pounders. The typical set that I've seen from the 2 or 3 guys that sent me a report, including Kelly, was that you can catch fish really good at 40 back unassisted bandits all the way to 120, 40 to 120. It seemed like 40, 60, and 80 was the most common thing I saw. The second bait was, of course, the Walleye Nation's Creations Reaper. That deep reaper is really starting to take hold in the Great Lakes. I'm seeing it on all kinds of fishing reports. Guys, fishing that. Basically, if you want a cheat sheet to know where to set your reaper, you go to the Precision Trolling app, and wherever they're catching fish on bandits, let's say 40 and 60, you're just going to go to how deep that bait is in the water column, and then go to the reaper bait under Walleye Nation Creation on that Precision Trolling app. Touch the depth side rather than the feed outside. Touch the depth side, set that setting. If you want to get down 11, put it at 11. It'll tell you how far to let your reaper out. Well, I can help you out. A bandit 40 back is about 30 back on a reaper 28 to 30. So that's the set that's working good to mimic that. And on 60, you're back 40. So a Bandit 60 is a Reaper at 45. Sorry, not 40. And so that seemed to be my two best sets on Reapers this year were 45 and 60, those two sets. And they really caught a lot of fish. Now, you can snap weight those with the 2-ounce and add system that's right there available. And I'm sure Mark and Jake and the guys at the Precision Trolling will have that book updated to pay some more attention to the Reapers when it comes to their 2+ system, because that's just a really popular bait. A lot of guys fished it this year. A lot of guys had really good success. The big outdoor painters like Domka Outdoors and JT's are starting to paint these Reapers real consistently. They know they catch fish. Also, the guys at Legit Custom Painting, I know he's done a bunch of experimenting and he's adding the Reaper to his full line of custom painted baits. But Domka Outdoors there in Monroe has got them right on the shelf. You can stop right there off of La Pleasance Road. But Huron, Ohio, listen, it's going to go as long as the weather lets it go. That's really the deal. Fish are going to be all along the shorelines. Not going to be a problem finding it. Just pick your day.
Here's our HB TS-100. This is our hybrid tube style rod holder right here. Oval base on it, all aluminum base. We incorporated in for 2020, just like our cradle, our new hybrid series we're doing. So all heavy duty molded tube. Our squeeze button adjustability right here on the side. We just squeeze this in, adjust it up and down to our different positions, and we can bring it right back inside the boat. Just kind of showing you how it works there. And then give you a lot of different fishing positions out of it, stand it straight up and down. And then on our hybrid cradle and tube styles, our oval base still provides us the 45 degrees of rotation turning, so we can fish in different locations out of there. So our HBTS-100, check it out at Traxstech.com.
So hey guys, the next report we've got today is Monroe, Michigan. Monroe is just like Huron now that we're to the month of December. It's really something that's just going to go and go and go until the weather shuts it down. I know that Michael Downey from Relentless Grind Guide Service is going to be out on that body of water along with Lake St. Clair and the Detroit River. Eric Long from Long Lines Charters is also going to be out. Him and his brother Dave are going to be out as much as they possibly can on the Detroit River, Lake St. Clair, or the St. Clair River. These bites will go until the weather shuts them down. It isn't for a lack of fish, guys. At Monroe, it's about train wrecks right now. These big, big fish, once they pass through Huron and Port Clinton, they're going to settle down and yard up there in that greater Monroe area. And they're going to be there all the way until, you know, middle of April next year when the spawn gets done and they swim out of there slowly. So there's going to be some unbelievable fish caught there out of Monroe. We'll try to keep you posted. As of today, Monday morning, on the 28th of November, there was 2 docks in at Sterling. So that still gives you good access. Couple of tips if you're going to go to Sterling: you don't have to run far or go deep. A lot of the best fish are being caught between 17 and 23 feet, so pretty tight to the shoreline. Same type of situation as Huron. You know, you're fishing high. You're going to be fishing, you know, 25 back, 40 back, 60 back, 80 back. You know, nothing crazy. Really good contrasting colors. Again, Domka Outdoors is right there in Monroe, right off La Pleasance Road. Just rip in there. You know, him and Aaron and the staff have got all the big custom baits that you want and need, and they'll take care of you, along with some information as well on what's been hot day to day. They get a lot of reports from the local fishermen. So if you're looking for an awesome, closer spot to fish, check out Monroe, check out the great world-class fishing that goes on there basically year-round. It doesn't just start and end with the Detroit River and that spring bite. This is a year-round fishery that we're going to be talking a lot more about.
WavePro high-performance boat pedestals eliminate bottoming out and back-jarring impacts. Now available the 2.0 version and slider seat hubs. The best in air shock technology provides a controlled return to keep you on your seat. Fast and easy to install with permanent mounts or movable hubs for quick and easy seat placement in 10 to 16-inch models. WavePro high-performance boat pedestals, best ride on the water. Online at waveproshock.com.
So hey, next report again, a big water report, but it's a big water report with little tiny marinas. And Nick Garantakis, and his friend Anthony been sending us reports all year, doing a great job, giving us really, really good, relevant information. Well, guess what? It's marina time of the year for nice panfish. We're talking bluegills, crappies, and perch. Now, as we get really close to ice, these marinas will fill up with the fish looking for the warmest water in this system and trying to chase whatever minnows they can get. Those minnows staying along the shoreline will filter into those marinas because they sense the warmer water in there. And what happens is the big panfish will follow them right in there. Now, why do they come in there? Why is it warmer? Well, number one, any sun that hits docks, that temperature that the dock sucks up from the sunlight will transfer down into the big poles that hold the docks up. And so those docks and dock poles themselves will act as a radiant heating mechanism to keep the marina water just a little bit warmer. And the panfish will hang right around those poles. Now, Nick tells me the best bite going on right now is in the poles that are in 6 to 10 feet of water. The panfish are usually right, mid-depth to the top, so in the upper half of that. So concentrate your efforts on those mid-depth poles that are in 6 to 10 feet of water. You're going to cast roadside minnow tungstens on tungstens, really little tiny plastics. Now, don't be afraid to tip those with a wax worm, a spike, even a small head or, a half a minnow, or just fish them with nothing. I think right now the panfish are just like walleyes and every other predator fish. They're feeding aggressively right now. You probably don't need to waste too much time on bait. You need to flip it out there. You need to pop it back, and I think those fish will crush it pretty good. But bright roadside minnows, small little tungstens, in docks and marina, in and around the docks in these marinas right now, all through the Great Lakes. Guys, it's not just on Lake St. Clair. This happens on Saginaw Bay. This happens on all of the lakeshore marinas on the west side of the state as well. These panfish are coming into these marinas for a reason, and you can take advantage of it.
Don't spend another season breaking your back using 5-gallon gas cans to fuel your toys. The Flo-Fast portable fluid transfer system is your solution. A great tool for fueling your ATVs, snowmobile, boat, garden tractor, and more, Flo-Fast eliminates gas sloshing on you and your machines, plus works in reverse to pull unused fuel from your equipment at the end of each season. The pump transfers from container to container in seconds and moves up to 8 gallons a minute. Log on to flofast.com for a dealer near you.
So hey guys, we're talking about Saginaw Bay. Jason Graham from Send It Charters has been there all fall. He's having a great fall. He sent us some awesome pictures. This is a bite again because of that extra warm water temperature all fall long. That's going to continue on probably into early December. Now, best place to access this bite is either going to be on the main river launch right there in Bay City or at Linwood Beach Marina. Now, Linwood Beach Marina is a private ramp, as you know, owned by the Marina and Campground, and so they're likely to keep that marina open just a little bit longer, so that might have you choosing that. Now, Jason himself launches and fishes out of Linwood Beach as well, so that gives you just a little secondary option. If the river, if the river's once the marina freezes up, then the guys are pretty much SOL. They really can't do anything about that. But right now, with moderate temperatures all this week, I could see the Saginaw Bay staying accessible for another week or two. So give Jason a call. He has been on big fish off the shipping channel, west, east, just a wind dependent thing. Big stick baits, multicolored if you're going in your own boats. Best depth has been 18 to 20, 21 feet west of the shipping channel right now. This weekend has been good. So speed's about 1.5, 1.6, somewhere in there. And again, just a splash of big custom colored crankbaits. This time of the year, I like really bright stuff, pinks, oranges, things like that. On golds or chromes, that's been the best. So Saginaw Bay, Send It Charters, Linwood Beach Marina, or the river mouth. Whichever is the best access for you. I always go to Linwood Beach because it's a straight out drive to the shipping channel and you're driving across another good fishing spot, which is that west shore from Linwood Beach all the way up to Standish. That's a good option depending on the wind.
Make loading and unloading your boat easy with the Dorado Catch and Release Automatic Boat Latch. Load with ease. Simply drive on the trailer and the Dorado will automatically latch to your bow eye. A hard plastic liner protects your boat. For launching, back your boat in, pull the release lever, and away you go. For roller or bunk trailers, the Dorado is quick and easy to install and works with most V-hull boats. Spend less time at the landing and more time fishing. The Dorado Catch and Release Automatic Boat Latch. Online at DoradoProducts.com.
So hey guys, Drummond Island, we told you that we would bring you a Drummond Island muskie report last week. Well, sure enough, right on cue, the muskies started biting. Apparently they can sense the last couple weeks of open water up there, and they went bonkers on Captain John Goebel from Customized Sport Fishing. As you see these pictures going across the screen, some really big, healthy muskies getting caught right now in the lower detour area in and around Drummond Island on the St. Mary's River. So they're catching them on big crankbaits, trolling really big crankbaits. Now, you're also liable to catch 8 and 10 pound walleyes. Well, you do that as well this time of the year. But seemed like John, banged into some really nice muskies, really targeting muskies with super big baits. Again, moderate temperatures in the middle of the week are going to say that probably John may be able to get out this coming weekend. So if you see this report on Wednesday, you might want to give John from Customized Sport Fishing up in Drummond Island, that's John Goebel, Customized Sport Fishing. If you want to take advantage of possibly getting out this coming weekend, I think he probably could still sneak out this weekend and get you on some of the best muskie fishing here in Michigan away from Lake St. Clair. I mean, nothing competes really with Lake St. Clair, but this is a really, really solid fishery late in the year. So give him a call. You might get lucky and bang a trophy walleye to go with your catch, but last probably open water fishing of the year up there for Drummond Island. And then we'll look forward to John's hard water reports for all the perch and northerns and walleyes that they're going to catch in and around that Drummond Island area.
Make loading and unloading your boat easy with the Dorado Catch and Release Automatic Boat Latch. Load with ease. Simply drive on the trailer and the Dorado will automatically latch to your bow eye. A hard plastic liner protects your boat. For launching, back your boat in, pull the release lever, and away you go. For roller or bunk trailers, the Dorado is quick and easy to install and works with most V-hull boats. Spend less time at the landing and more time fishing. The Dorado Catch and Release Automatic Boat Latch. Online at DoradoProducts.com.
So guys, Muskegon Lake is always this time of year one of those go-to places that people go to. Well, guess what? Brian Bice from To Be Caught Charters and Nick Dode from Real Live Action Sport Fishing are both hitting it hard right now. They're doing really, really well. Nick tells me this is probably one of the best production years as far as numbers and size of fish he's seen in a long time there on the Muskegon Lake. So if you're looking for a really cool, fun adventure, get a hold of Nick or Brian. They can get you out on the water catching tons of walleyes and big ones too, gigantic ones. A 12-pounder was caught this last weekend there, really big fish. And Nick and Brian have both been running into lots of fish. Now, if you're wondering how they're doing this, they're basically casting large crankbaits on a tapering shelves. So when I say big crankbaits, I'm talking, big crankbaits like P10s and F18s. I mean, really big 6, 7, 8-inch long crankbaits, and slow reeling them in really slowly. I don't know the exact cadence because I haven't been out with them yet this year, but guys are telling me it's a real slow retrieve with a pause, lots of just speed changes, but nothing quick or fast. It's not a jerkbait presentation, it's a reeling presentation. So if you want to have some of the best fun and feel that strike right in your hands and load up into a big fish, Brian Bice from To Be Caught Charters and Nick Dode from Real Live Action Sport Fishing. They're the two best guides on the lake. They can get you out there. You can have a great time, and you can not have, even if you put your boat away, you didn't have to put your rod or reel away. So get a hold of those two guys and experience Muskegon area and Muskegon Lake all the way up to Christmas. So hey guys, we're probably only a couple of weeks away from the inland lakes here, the real shallow ones starting to freeze up and hold their ice and allow guys to get out. Like I say, we're here at the Outdoorsman Pro Shop in Jenison, and the guys have got the shelves stocked. They've got ice fishing equipment, rods, reels, line, all of the stuff you need, from tip-ups and all the tungstens and all the little things that you need to really restock yourself to be equipped to get out there on the ice. Now, when you're out there on the ice, you know, you want to also stay warm. So check out, you know, getting the right clothing, whether it's a striker ice suit or something like that. I have found myself over the last 2 or 3 years having to be outside in weather I wouldn't normally choose to be outside. That getting a really good ice suit really makes the experience of ice fishing more enjoyable. So I would invest that money and get a really good ice suit and really stay warm. That's probably one of the keys, as well as getting a good ice house. So we've talked about that in the past. But again, whether you're looking for ammunition, guns, archery equipment to end the season, or any of your hard or soft water fishing needs, guys here at the Outdoorsman here in Jenison, Michigan will take care of you. Hey, I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I know I did. Get back out there fishing. It's not done yet. Warm weather, sunshine has got this going for a few more weeks on the soft water, and we'll be back next week here with another Hot Bites fishing report from Fisherman's Digest.